How are you doing today? First of all, I want to introduce myself. I'm Mr. Archer. I'm one of the theater arts directors here at Shadow Creek High School. Mr. Martinez is hiding somewhere back there.
Back here.
There he
Hello,
is.
everyone.
He's our tech director here at Shadow Creek. First of all, we want to thank you guys for coming out to our Production 1 night of shows, our final acts, essentially their final exam project. They've been working on this for the majority of this semester, and this is all student-led. So anything that you see today was directed by students, it was worked on by students, the technicians are all students who basically put all this stuff together. The students will have approximately 5 minutes to come on in through these bay doors that I'm about to open, and they will set up their set. And then they will go ahead and get into their places. I will then announce what show it is that's going first, and then I'll come back on and I'll say, hey, go ahead and silence your cell phones, do whatever you need to do kind of thing before the show starts. And then after I'm done, the kids will start their show, and then once they're finished, the lights will go dark. Of course, you guys are more than welcome to applaud as the show goes on, and especially at the end, and then they will have 5 minutes to strike their set to then get ready for the second show to come on in. So we'll have 2 shows today. Our first show is Anatomy of Grey, followed up by Nevermore. So I'm going to go ahead and get them set up so that we can get our evening started. Okay, are you guys all ready? Okay, so remember, you have 5 minutes to set up your set. Make sure anything that is UIL related, once it gets immediately inside, I need someone to take a picture. Please notify me to let me know that all the UIL sentences that you guys need is in the black box. That way I can close the door. Once you guys are all set and ready to go, just go ahead and go straight to your places. We'll call time when you're done, and then of course we'll go from there and we'll start your show. Cool? All right. Your official setup starts in 3, 2, begin. 4 minutes.
Thank you for.
This is all your UIL set. You're at 3:28.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys are all ready?
Okay, Archer, all UIL pieces are on stage.
Thank you, ma'am. Also, let me know once everything's set up and everybody's in places.
I will. Thank you.
Ready?
Yes, let me just
Okay.
get to my seat.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our first show for today, Anatomy of Grey. Enjoy.
Once upon a time, there was a girl who looked remarkably like me. You know how much weather there is? Well, that's how many feelings she had. It's like there was one sky outside of her and a sky just as big on the inside. She was one side of the more interesting people you'd ever want to meet. But nobody knew it because she lived in Gary, Indiana, a town which was primarily notable for being the most boring place in the world. At least until my story begins. Anatomy of Grey. The one thing we lacked in our town was a person to fix other people. Gary at the time was a town with no healer. And that's where the death of my father.
Softly and tenderly, Jesus is calling, calling for you and for me. See on the portals, he's waiting and watching, watching for you and for me. Come home, come home, ye who are weary, come home. Calling, O sinner, come home.
I kept choking back the urge to just stand up and scream. It ain't right. It ain't fair that my father is gone and my mother is weeping alone in her room and I can't even breathe without crying and nothing will feel the same to me again ever. Time didn't heal my father and neither did God.
So that night, June put pen to paper and wrote,
Dearest Almighty, I don't want anyone I care about to die again ever. So please, would you send us a doctor? And make him a good-looking doctor.
You look at those thunderheads.
Rolling in blacker than sin on a Sunday.
I don't mind rain, but I hate that darn thunder.
Oh, it's just the good Lord blowing his nose. You best get to that storm cellar, June.
Junie, come on, honey. Don't you have enough sense to get out of the weather?
What in the world is that thing?
It's a tornado, June. What do you think it is?
Just look at it, Ma.
Oh my heavenly days. What in created is that?
Good God Almighty!
I think it's a man up there. Sweet Jesus.
It is a man.
He's blowing right for us.
It's Jesus. He's Jesus.
Look out for the
He's
trees!
headed right for the river.
The river!
I got it! I got it! Judy! Is he alright?
Give him air, people!
Don't crowd him now.
Where am I?
You're in Gary, stranger.
Gary?
Oh, oh God, somebody help her.
I don't think she's breathing.
Junie, come to!
Hang on, Judy!
Is her heart beating? Does she have a pulse?
I don't know, I just...
Ma'am, I'll do what I can.
This stranger among us, this man from the sky, knelt down beside her, took the girl's face in his hands, and then something amazing happened. He lets the child into his own breath in her body. And I mean to say, the very same moment she opened her eyes, the rain ceased to fall and the wind stopped howling, just like that.
She's breathing.
Was he kissing her?
Say, what is your name, mister?
I'm Gary, Alan P. Gray. The pleasure's all mine.
What in the world was that flying contraption?
It was a balloon, Mr.
Wingfield. Pastor Phineas Wingfield.
Are you alright, June?
I feel a little lightheaded.
Just go home and get some rest. Everything's gonna be fine. Give her some hot tea or some sorghum. We won't have any chance to drink coffee, man.
Hot tea, you said?
Hot tea to take it.
Having a bona fide healer in town was a new thing for people. And I don't mind telling you we couldn't wait to get sick.
Miss Tiny, open your mouth and say off for me, please. Tonsils look normal.
I've never been to a doctor before. I want you to know that I'm enjoying it. I suspicion for years that something drastically wrong with me. I just didn't know what it was.
I have migraines.
I have arthritis, insomnia,
Ulcers.
Menstruation.
indigestion.
People flock to the healer like birds flock to crumbs.
Telling you, I wouldn't step foot near that man.
Why not?
Cause he's nothing but trouble. That's why I may not be able to read, but I have committed the Bible chapters and verses to my heart. There isn't one single germ in the Bible.
Have you got something personal against him, or is it just biblical?
Oh, I hate to talk, Margaret,
I know you do, Pastor. I hate to talk too.
but Tiny, my own sister told me, he told her to disrobe himself right there in front of him too.
Personally, I'm all in favor of nudity.
Jimmy.
Well, when I went to see him, I took all my clothes off, and he stripped right down to his birthday suit too. And then we danced around the fire and sacrificed small animals.
Jimmy, don't judge. Mind yourself.
Jimmy, I'll see you at church. I hope.
Bye, Homer. Where's Tiny been keeping herself? She wasn't to service on Sunday.
That darn doctor told her to stay up all night and sleep during the day. Just take a guess where she saw him. The graveyard.
The graveyard?
What in the world is Doc doing out there?
Did he have a shovel?
He's some type of secretive thinker. There's no telling what he could do. Dig up dead bodies, desecrate them, just for curiosity's sake.
I don't know what this world's coming to.
Mama, do you think he'll ever get married again?
I doubt it.
Why not?
Because I'm still in love with your father. I imagine I'll always be.
But it's possible, ain't it?
June, what's your point?
I think we should invite Dr. Gray over for dinner.
I have no interest in courting that man.
Maybe he can make a house call or something.
You're not sick.
You are. You keep throwing up in the morning. You had a baby.
I don't know.
Maybe you should ask Dr. Gray.
Honey, look at me. Right now, it's all I can do to look after you and take care of myself. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
No.
I'll explain it sometime when you're older.
First thing I'm planning on doing when I'm older is move to the city with Galen P. Gray. He'll teach me to nurse and I'll help him with patients. I'll cook him nice meals and we'll have lots and lots of children.
Dr. Gray, doctor, wake up! No, it's the funniest thing, Bill. It really don't hurt at all.
What's wrong, Bella? You talking ill?
It's not me. It's him, Doc. He cut his hand badly.
I was trying to sharpen a file.
Next thing I knew, Mr. Collins was standing there bleeding all over my clean sheets.
I'm just gonna...
Good Lord, he's falling back to sleep.
I don't think the man fell asleep, honey. I think he fainted flat out.
I'll fetch some water. We'll bring him around.
Hey, Galen, let's wake up.
What?
He's coming around, Bobo. Just hold on. I'll give him a dousing.
Whoa, just let me clear my mind, will you? Look, get your hand and dip in the water and clean off any excess blood. Not really did my examination.
Good Lord, this water's getting dark fast.
Doc, how do you manage to...
Operate? I don't know how to.
What kind of doctor can't cut on him, but...
It's a terrible failing, it truly is.
Doc, if you want, I can go home and stop the bleeding along myself.
Something, but no, it could get an infection and I hate to have that.
Doc, what is this mark on his arm?
Some type of mark is maybe an eczema?
Look, there's one on me too.
Does it itch?
No.
Just keep it dry and keep it clean.
I thank you again, sir. Sleep tight.
I'm too young for age thoughts.
In the long days that followed the death of my husband, I dreamt about him every night. Sometimes I could feel his breath, I could feel his touch in my sleep. And so, when I found myself dreaming in tears, and I woke up alone, I went to the graveyard to see him.
It's Muldoon, fancy meeting you here.
What are you doing?
I'm saying the Kaddish. It's a type of prayer for the dead.
It sounds beautiful. What are you praying for?
You see this stone here? The name's went away, but I noticed it had a star in it. It's the Star of David. Whoever it was, he must have been one of my people.
You don't mean he's kin to you?
Not by blood.
Would you pray that prayer for my husband? For me?
I'd be honored to, Miss Muldoon. This prayer is all about life. It gives glory to the dead. It gives glory to God from the dead and from the living. You understand what I'm saying to you?
You're talking about what I asked you before.
I'm talking about the so-called indigestions of yours.
Dr. Gray, I haven't changed my mind. I love my husband more than I knew how to say, but I can't have this baby without him. I just can't.
I think you should just give this a little bit more time, a little bit more thought.
The last thing I want to give this is more time. Don't you understand that? I'm only a few months along. If you don't want to help me, I'll do it myself.
Beg you not to do that.
I've heard tell of roots and of...
Poisons is what they are. Do you want to just cure yourself right along with that baby, lay some field and bleed to death?
Why won't you help me?
I don't know if it's right. Miss Muldoon, I think someday someone's gonna come and love you for who you are, and they'll love this baby too, because it's a part of you. Because life is here. Life is here. Life is here. Do you think it'll be too terribly for it to ask me to escort you home?
I don't think that'd be too awfully terrible now.
Spring turns to summer and summer to fall.
There's meridians upon the earth now, there's stars in the sky. We heard at the preacher's house.
Sickness is bound to home.
Oh my Lord!
Miss Tiny?
Doctor.
What is he doing here?
I sent for him, brother.
Oh, send him away. I don't need no doctor. Prayers is the answer.
Phineas, whatever this is, you can't pray it away.
Tiny, do you think you can give us a moment of privacy, please? Pastor, drop your jaws, please.
Never. I'm not about to drop my skivvies in front of the likes of you.
Can no more examine a patient who's fully clothed and to read the Bible to the blind.
Blessed is he that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor the standards of the scornful. By his delight is the law of the Lord. Amen.
Do you see the pain is localized around here?
It feels like someone took a knife and stabbed me straight, shooting through my backside.
I think you have a stone, sir. It blocks the urethra, causing some swelling and a great deal of discomfort.
Are you gonna cut on me?
Hope to avoid that. I think the best way to fix it is to invert the torso and reversing the gravitational flow.
Meaning?
Just crouch down, out your hands. Just trust me, okay?
I'm trying. Oh my Lord!
Brother, are you alright?
Praise God! I've been healed!
There's a mark on his leg.
I noticed the same thing on me. It's right there on the back of my drumstick.
It's clearly a mark of some sort.
Doc, I'm starting to get a right dizzy down here.
Okay, I'll let you down, but I tell you, the pain's gonna strike right back again. The only thing worse than birthing a baby is passing. The only thing worse than passing a kidney stone is birthing a baby.
Doc, we sure do things.
Tiny, Mr. Wingfield.
I never come down and when I'm pregnant. I can't even catch a cold.
That's just an old wives' tale.
Well, I don't know why. Gosh, it's a lovely day, ain't it?
I traveled here from the end of the ocean itself, and I got to say, this is the most scenic as senior can be. I think I might just stay here a little longer.
Is this home to you now?
Home's always been people to me, not places. My pa was a traveling man.
You mean a doctor like me?
No, he was a charlatan. He used to sell remedies out of the back of a wagon.
You did it.
Nordstrom, Elixir, and Medicare Cure All. Yes, ma'am. We used to mix cod oil and prune juice and give it to someone, and you see him moving more ways than one.
Oh, good heavens.
What's wrong?
I feel it. It's kicking.
Ain't that something? I wonder if I can hear a heartbeat. Interesting, interesting.
What do you hear?
Hello in there?
Galen! You're rocking the boat.
I I think he was trying to make out his name.
Well, if it's a boy, you can tell him I settled my case.
I think a good name should honor his ancestor. You should name him after his father.
It isn't his child. It isn't mine either. It's yours, Dr. Gray. You wanted it, Galen. You got it.
Oh, Becky, I can't raise a child alone.
Well, somebody has to.
Doc! You need to run to the Collins house right away!
Judy, what's wrong, honey?
Belle's been coughing just awful! She's running a fever, she can't hardly breathe!
Oh, God. Is there anything I can do?
I think you've done enough for one day.
You want me to stay on and help you? I've always been interested in nursing and whatnot.
Easy now, easy. Just take one breath at a time.
What's wrong with her?
She's been coughing up blood all night. Yesterday, those marks of her started to seep up like a seed. Something the size of a silver dollar and blistered wide open.
Whatever these lesions are, I think they've spread out her lungs and throughout the other systems.
Meaning?
Miss Collins, I want this house quarantined.
Quarantine.
It was thunder
And lightning.
and dread.
Every day somebody found a mark on them. Every night somebody else took a fever.
And still, the sickness continued to spread.
This time, this terrible onslaught of sickness was a frightening time. And secretly, for a girl who is fated to live in the most boring town in the world, secretly, it was also the best of times. She had to spend so much of her time with Dr. Gray. She went where he went, she did what he did. Regina had become his assistant. Why are you so scared of blood?
I don't know.
Why do you wash your hands after every single patient?
Because they stop the spread of germs.
How?
I don't know, they just do.
Well, if washing kills germs, why don't you make everybody who's smart just take a bath and wash the marks off them?
It doesn't work that way, June.
Why not?
Because the sickness is already spread throughout their body and throughout all their systems.
Is that why you're scared of blood?
I'll ask you a question. Why do you ask so many questions?
Yes. You told me there's no such thing as a dumb question. Only a dumb answer.
Well, I love your questions.
You do?
Yes.
What happens after that?
I don't know.
Do you think I'll ever see my father again? If I do, how old do you reckon I'll be when I see him?
No matter your age, you'll always be your pa's daughter.
Think I'll ever stop missing him?
No.
Spend one afternoon with my father? That'd be heaven enough for me.
What would you say to him, June?
No, tell him I love him. Want him back.
Doc, I know you're busy, but I woke up this morning and my head hurts so badly. I can barely see.
You have a fever?
No.
Are your glands swollen?
No.
Maggie, I found a mark on you.
Where?
It's on the back of your neck.
I can't be marked. I haven't done anything wrong.
Has anyone else?
Preacher's too prideful. That was a gossip. Crutcher's like a fish. I read the Bible. I pray every day.
It's spread by germs, not the Bible.
I've never heard of these terms before you came here.
Germs have been here since the dawn of creating.
You're the one causing all this AIDS show. I didn't have this before you touched me.
Yes, you did, Maggie.
No, I didn't. I couldn't. I know it.
Maggie, wait!
I can't do this. I just can't go on like this as if nothing is happening at all. I don't know any of you can.
Parker,
I'm telling you, something is terribly, terribly wrong with that.
Oh, now, Dr. Gray's done a world of good here. You know this as well as I do.
You covering sickness is a good thing to do. Please have the poor clown stop to figure it all out.
That's because he's trying to keep the rest of us from catching it.
Well, guess what? It isn't working.
if you think this through with the factual fashion.
You want the facts, preacher? I'll give you facts. Fact 1, he touched me. Fact 2, he marked me. Fact 3, it's happened to you, and now I. And you know it.
I don't have any marks on me, Maggie.
Did he touch you?
No.
You see there?
Why don't you wake up, Maggie?
You're so smitten with him, you've gone blind. And you too!
Would I let my daughter near him if I thought he was causing this?
Ladies! Jim.
Rebecca, I found a mark on you.
Where?
Right there.
I don't know how how he does it, but somehow he does it. I'd keep your daughter away from him if I were you.
What's wrong, Mr. Collins?
It's Belva. She's gone from us.
Belva?
Dead? You gotta have a talk with that man. He won't let me bury her.
What do you mean?
I mean, he's wanting to carve on her.
Carve on a dead woman? I'll put a stop to this crutch. Don't worry.
I'll come with you, Pastor.
I tell you.
I knew it. I told you.
Are you running away?
Dude, is that you?
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Dude, what?
I might skip town, but I sure wouldn't steal a horse. If Craig Collins finds out you not only killed his wife, but went and took his best stallion, they'll hang you for sure.
You killed Belva? That's crazy talk.
It may be crazy, but that's what they're saying.
What do you recommend I do?
Take me along with you.
No.
And why not?
Because your mom's having a baby and she needs you.
Well, she needs you too.
My future's in feathers and tar, now I have to go.
Is everybody who's marked gonna die?
I don't know. You're not marked, are you?
No, but my mother is.
God.
I mean, her baby's marked too.
Oh.
My.
I told y'all he was down by the livery stable.
Go fetch your rope, son.
You don't want my soul on your conscience?
For the love of God, Pastor, you're not gonna hang him.
Did you know, try to carve on poor Miss Collins right after she died?
I just want to do an autopsy on her, that's all.
You're right, Pastor. You look a little flushed.
Yeah, it's been a long night.
Pastor Wingfield?
Keep away from me!
Look, that stone has to come out, sir.
Good Lord, he's killing the
He
preacher!
doesn't kill anybody, Homer.
Oh, what?
Just try to help him.
Just hold it right there, Dr. Gray. I'd hate to shoot you right where you stand.
Shoot him, I'll shoot you.
What's gotten into you,
Let's all just put the firearms down. If you shoot me, then he's gonna die.
Oh, my Lord!
Then save her and get out of town.
Put that lantern up, would you?
Doc, have you ever done this procedure before?
Only on the dead. Just go along as long as I go along. Pull him down so it doesn't start flailing all around me. Or I'm gonna pass out.
You can't put on him now, Doc. You got him wide open.
Would you look at that blood gushing?
You alright?
Yeah. What do you want me to do?
See that darkish blue mask? You see that mask right there? Don't touch that, you'll kill him.
Calm down!
It's a darkish mask, right by the gallbladder.
Which one's the gallbladder?
The one right next to the mesenteric artery. See that darkish blue mask?
This one?
No, the one right by it. Here, thread it.
You want me to cut it?
No, just go along. Let the knife do your work for you.
Scissors? God, look at this thing.
I'd say this calls for a drink.
Don't you dare waste a drop of that. You need to use the whiskey and water to help close up the incisions. Whiskey and water is the key.
I hate the taste of water.
Water is the best thing to purify the system. You can't live on nothing but soda pops, Homer.
I do.
You finished?
You did a fine job, Dr. Gray.
No, she did a fine job. Just hope he lives through it.
Careful now. After my father died, I felt so scared, angry, sad. I wished for a doctor and I prayed for a healer, but I had no idea that the doctor I'd wished for was me.
What's happening to me?
You're getting warmer.
You're getting warmer.
And warmer. I have sinful thoughts in me. Shameful things running through me like a river. I want to be good.
You're getting warmer.
You're getting warmer and warmer.
And warmer.
It was as if the fevers turned into fire that consumed every soul in its sight.
Fevers and fires is all I recall.
I'm sorry.
But into the midst of illness, life came upon us.
Go to sleep, my baby. Go to sleep, my love.
A child
Go
is
to
born,
sleep, my pretty little child.
A beautiful.
In the arms of love.
perfect young baby. My little sister.
The baby was born the same night I died.
She's beautiful, Galen. She's not marked.
Thank God.
Galen, I can't bear to fall in love with her more than I already have. I want you to take her and take Junie and leave.
I'm not gonna take both of your children.
Cross the river and never look back.
Ma'am, I'm not gonna do that.
What good can you staying here possibly do? You don't know the cause. You don't know the cure. You don't know anything.
For the first time in my life, I actually know that I'm a doctor. I reckon a blind man can see the feelings I have for you.
You don't think I want you to stay? You don't think I'm terrified? If my children catch us and die, I swear to God I will never forgive you.
I'm gonna stay here to take care of you and take care of the baby to Junie.
You would do no such thing.
Hey Junie, June. Well, I think she already has attached to her.
I just got paws eyes. Don't get me wrong, she's much prettier than him.
Thank the Lord.
So she's staring right back at me, Mama.
And so, in the fullness of time, June and her family walked along the water's edge.
Those of us left on the good grounds of Sheraton Grove, we gathered together to bury our dead.
Good golly. Is that the new baby?
Is she the prettiest thing you ever laid eyes on?
No.
Hush up.
Bye now.
Great to see you every day. I miss you already.
I miss you too, June. I go on before I start crying.
You right?
Dr. Muldoon, I think we'll meet again soon.
Just watch your step. You're gonna do fine.
What have you got in there, Homer?
Soda pop. You want one?
Goodbye now.
Mama? Oh, Mama?
June, you tell little sister when she's old enough to understand that I love you both. Now go on, June. You have to be strong now. Don't you ever look back.
The river shone bright as it promised that night.
And so they cast themselves onto the water and traveled off into the world.
Sir?
It's water.
Well, Doc, it's a river.
No. June does what I boil my water, and June does what I do.
She has since you got here.
Maybe it's just water.
Water.
June,
What, Homer?
you heard what your mother said. Don't look back.
June never wanted to forget. So at that very moment, she began to compose a story she could tell her little sister someday. So she'd know we all come from loss, from love. And her story began and ended like this. Once upon a time, there was a girl who looked remarkably like me. Mystery. In bound for New York, but where he journeyed on that final, fateful voyage, no one knows. The true destination, a mystery. That was Eddie. He lived a life of mystery. I think that's what drew me to him. The mystery, the imagination. You have to make your own truth, he once told me. And he did. When I first met Eddie, he had even fabricated a new name for himself. Edgar A. Perry, he called himself. Surgeon Major Edgar A. Perry. He had run away from home, changed his name, and joined the army. He was stationed at Fort Moultrie on Sullivan's Island. Already he was overwhelmed by his imagination. The imaginary worlds he would conjure up. One could scarcely believe a word he said. But that night, at the regiment's ball, when he asked me to dance, I believed every word he uttered. Eddie appeared at our doorstep every day, but Father forbade me from admitting him. And I always obeyed my father. Of course, Father said nothing about chance meetings at the beach.
Annabelle,
I should have come.
what?
You're wicked, Surgeon Perry, you know that.
What can I say? I'm a poet.
So you claim, sir.
I'll make good with my claim. With
I was a child and she was a child. You think I'm a child?
children of Eros we are. I was a child and she was a child. In this kingdom by the sea.
But we loved with a love that was more than love.
I am I.
Annabelle Lee. Eddie!
Annabelle!
Father, I gave him a slip. I must go.
Give him the slip again.
I can't. I disappeared into the shadows. Shadows from which I would never return. That night, a dark cloud swept over our mystical kingdom by the sea. Malarial fever. Fever so fierce that the town was in a panic. Guards were posted at our doorways, which were afire with the pestilence. One of those houses was mine. No one was allowed to come in or out, but that didn't stop Eddie.
Sir, you have no place here.
I love her, sir. I will not be dissuaded.
She's very delirious. She's near death, and she doesn't know any of us anymore.
To God, is there no hope?
I need to come,
Promise me you'll never leave me.
not until the end of time.
Not even then.
I have something for you. Take this. It's my turn to give you a present.
You're playing.
Filled up with wonder.
I was a child, and she was a child, in this kingdom by the sea. But we loved her the love that was more than love. I am my Annabelle Lee. The love that the winged scrapes of heaven coveted her. So all the night tide I lay down by the side, my darling, my life, my bride, in her tomb there by the sea, in the sepulchre there by the sea. So you see, the most precious things in life are the things we've lost. Poetry is a quest to uncover those lost moments. For the poet gives us a brief and indeterminate glimpse at what lies beyond our reach, beyond our grasp, beyond our comprehension. A glimpse of immortality. Glimpses all too brief.
Well, thank you, Mr. Poe. This concludes Mr. Poe's lecture, and although he has a steamer for New York to catch tonight, he's agreed to answer a few questions.
Mr. Poe, the Roman poem seems to be the contradict of the Raven, in that the bereaved lover in the Raven is told he will never see his true love again. Here in Annabelle Lee, you profess that your love lives on, beyond the grave.
Yes.
But isn't that a contradiction?
Yes.
Or would you like to correct the contradiction?
No.
Yes, well, I think it's best we get Mr. Poe off to his waiting boat. Oh, yes, well, we do appreciate you Mr. Poe, and this promise here is a jewel, a token of our appreciation. Although, we would have appreciated your lecture more if you hadn't been in such a inebriated condition.
Well, I charge double for sober lectures.
Indeed.
Have you met my friend, Captain Jeremiah Reynolds?
Jeremiah Reynolds, the Antarctic explorer?
The same. Can I buy you two gentlemen a drink? I noticed a tavern across the street. Oh yes, Captain Reynolds here is taking me here tonight. He promised that if I journeyed with him to the great metropolis on the Hudson, he'd tell me of his most recent South Polar adventure.
Oh, I am honored to meet the both of you, but I wouldn't want you to miss your boat, so I must bid you good night. Good night.
And here's to you. What's our ship sail?
Mr. Poe, we've been expecting you.
Is it midnight already?
Nearly that, sir.
Time and tide wait for no man, I suppose.
Jeremiah. And this must be the illustrious Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar is an old friend of mine.
It is indeed a pleasure, Mr. Poe. I am one of your most devoted readers.
Are you?
Indeed I am. It will be a pleasure to have you aboard.
I'm sure the pleasure's all mine.
Oh, Jeremiah, I've arranged for you and Mr. Poe to dine with us tonight.
Dine. Now, tonight.
I know it's late, but seeing your name on the manifest, everyone wanted to wait dinner on you. I think, Mr. Poe, you'll be especially pleased with our wine selection. Ladies and gentlemen, we have two illustrious personages aboard with us tonight. The Antarctic explorer, Captain Jeremiah Reynolds, and an explorer of the dark recesses of the human mind, Mr. Edgar Allan Poe. In celebration of these illustrious personages, I have broken into the fine shipment of wine aboard. I think, Mr. Poe, you'll find our selection especially interesting.
Amontillado, it can't be.
We have 5 casks of Amontillado aboard.
How on earth did you manage it?
Well, we sea captains have our ways.
Yes, delicious.
It appears that everyone is reading the stories.
My publishers certainly hope so.
Mr. Poe, are you working on the story at present?
The stories work on me, my dear. They stalk me, demanding to be written. And when I can stand it no longer, I commit them to paper. What shall we drink to? Life?
Why not death? I believe that is one of your main preoccupations, Mr. Poe.
Yes, but death is one of my preoccupations, I suppose. Among others.
You're so mysterious, Mr. Poe.
I've always been drawn to the mysterious, madam. Mystery is what drew me to Captain Reynolds. His mysterious voyages to the polar regions served as inspiration for my character, Arthur Gordon Pym, a man who dares to explore the unexplored.
Oh, I can hardly believe this. The author and his inspiration right here at the same table?
I fear we have found out Edgar.
Alas,
Edgar dates centuries on voyages a day.
artistic license.
And why do you take such risks, Captain Reynolds? Explore such a desolate, unknown place as the Antarctic.
It is the unknown places, the terra incognita that draw us, madam.
Yes, ma'am. We want to unravel the mysteries of the world. A small price to pay for discovery.
Earlier, Mr. Poe, Captain Reynolds says us he believes somewhere in the South Polar region, past the ice floes, lies an entrance to another world.
Tell me, Jeremiah, have you found the entrance to another world?
Yes.
Where does it lead to? Heaven or hell?
That remains to be seen.
Oh, would you recite a poem for us, Mr. Poe?
Oh, yes, please.
Thank you, but it's late.
Please.
Come on, don't disappoint us.
I fear you will seem impossible to believe in your ways.
It's just a poem.
Just a poem. You do not know how dangerous just a poem can be, my dear. Poetry and literature are the doorways and windows that open to the nether realms. We, like Pandora, often seek to open the doorways of light, but we often break open doorways of darkness that unleash shadowy creatures of evil into this world. Creatures like the raven. I cracked the door of darkness and gave wing to this evil. Fiend! Now he pursues me, claws on me and won't let go.
The Raven?
Yes. Every drop of ink that fell from my pen, I tell you it was brilliant. I shuddered at the sight, for when I looked down, I saw my life's blood itself dripping on those pages. A poem of despair, love, eternal love obliterated, and I knew the moment it was finished, it was the devil's work.
Edgar, you sell yourself short.
Yes, I saw myself short. A grand reputation, a brilliant career, and a dark shadow that hangs over my soul. So I don't write anymore, for fear that when I write, it'll be the devil's work. And because I don't write, he pursues me. He comes to settle up to claim my soul.
Get a hold of yourself.
It seems our guest is a bit under the weather.
Yes, a little under the weather.
Take him to his cabin.
Midnight dreary. Go away! Who is rapping at my chamber door? Is it the wind and nothing more?
Sorry to bother you this time of night, sir, but we're afraid you're going to complain. Is there no one else here?
Not that I know of. Why?
We have reason to believe there was some kind of altercation here tonight.
An altercation? Whatever do you mean?
Tell me, sir, how long have you been in your cabin?
Well, I boarded the ship a little after midnight. I dined with the other passengers. I fear I may have had a bit too much to drink, and when I awoke, I was here.
What ship, sir?
What ship? Why, this ship. This has gone on for far too long, gentlemen. I demand to know what's going on.
Sir, I think you better come with us.
I'm not going anywhere until someone tells me what's going on. Where's the captain?
There is no captain here, sir. Now, if you just come with us.
Every ship has a captain. I demand that you send for him.
This isn't a ship, sir.
This is a ship. Oh, of course it's a ship. Bound for New York. Look out, end this whole charade. Just look at the port. Oh, this isn't funny anymore. I'm getting out of here. Oh, let me go.
Hold on, sir.
Nimrod.
Yes, don't be impatient, my pet.
You can hear him.
Of course.
The Ravens, you're in league with the devil.
Oh no, my dear boy, I am the devil. Though I'm not very fond of the nom de plume, it sounds so childish, don't you think? I much prefer Lucifer. It's much more, it has a nice ring to it. Though I value your opinion on the subject, you are a poem, after all.
Am I in hell? Have I
Crossed over, passed on.
died?
The boundaries which divide life from death are at best shadowy and vague. Who can tell where one ends and the other begins?
Why are you subjecting me to these nightmares?
You are here of your own volition, Edgar. You have reached out to the dark forces of the universe, and we have simply welcomed your embrace. You got what you wanted. A grand literary career. It's a shame you didn't ask for a fortune to go with your fame. It could have easily been part of the bargain.
Bargain?
My feathered friend tells me you've been a bit remiss about paying up, but take your time. Of course, the longer you wait, the more unpleasant it will become.
What do you mean unpleasant?
Well, you see, until you agree to cross over and join us, you will continue to live in the stories that you have imagined. Going from story to story, and some of them, I believe, are quite unpleasant. So if I were you, I would get this over with. Submit, and I can assure you, you will receive a hero's welcome. After all, you've made our dark world quite renowned.
That wasn't my intention.
No, your intention was to make yourself renowned, wasn't it? Well, you got that, didn't you?
I won't submit.
Then your nightmares will continue.
Until
you are persuaded.
Jeremiah, thank God you broke the spell.
Spell?
Yes, there was a pendulum swinging overhead, and I was bound here beneath it.
It's only a lantern, Eddie. Explain what the shit.
No, it was the pendulum.
Like your story.
Yes, but I was bound here beneath it.
We're bound here to keep wandering about here in ready condition. But there is good news. Since the wind is picked up, we shall reach a destination by dawn.
And you'll finally get me off of this phantom ship.
I promised, didn't I?
Well, when we reach New York.
We won't reach New York, Edgar.
What do you mean? You said we reach our destination at dawn.
And we shall. It's just not New York.
I don't understand.
I told you I had a new adventure to share with you.
Where have you brought me?
We are bound, Edgar, for the Antarctic.
How could we be in the Antarctic for only one night at sea?
The power's here, Edgar. Defy the imagination.
The power's here. You're a part of this too. This horrible nightmare. How can you lead all of it? Where have you brought me?
To the edge of the earth's existence. And there, ahead, the gateway to hell itself. I came upon it on my last voyage. Beautiful, isn't it? A giant swirling vortex descending into the netherworld.
A maelstrom.
Yes. I knew, if anyone, you'd appreciate my discovery. The only problem was that no one had ever escaped this maelstrom.
Then how did you escape?
I made special arrangements.
Special arrangement? You sold your soul.
It wasn't such a bad bargain. I got the chance to walk among the living again and the chance to appear in the world's greatest mystery story.
Written by me.
Of course.
The story Nimrod wants me to write here. You're doing his bidding for him. Why, Jeremiah? Why? What could implore you to... The chance to walk among the living again. That's what he offered you, isn't it?
Don't judge me too harshly, Eddie. You must consider the circumstances. Nimrod offered to save my ship if I help bring you here.
You saved your soul by serving up my head on a silver platter.
I have no choice.
We all have choices, Jeremiah.
Spare yourself the agony, Edgar.
Listen to Nimrod. He'll persuade you.
And if I refuse to be persuaded?
Don't, Edgar. The horrors are too great. You fought a good fight, but it's time to surrender to the circumstances.
And if I refuse?
You will live in your nightmares.
For how long?
Ad infinitum.
No, I don't believe this. Everyone must wake up from their nightmares eventually.
Must they?
Yes. There must be a way. I just have to find it.
People like us belong here, Edgar. This is our destiny. Give in. Give in.
No, there must be a way. I just have to find it.
There's nothing you can do for him.
He's out.
He still holds on.
Only right there.
Speak to him and both of your souls are mine.
I know the rules. No rule can contain the imagination.
What's this?
Another nightmare, Edgar? They will go on until you submit.
Like, these pages are blank.
There's no greater terror, you want to say.
Yes, but once I was delighted in empty pages to be filled with wonder. She's trying to tell me something you won't tell me.
What wouldn't we tell you, Edgar?
That there's still a way out of this, a chance for redemption.
Redemption is not a word we use here.
No, I imagine not. Fear hell, wouldn't it? Having someone escape your clutches.
Very few do.
But there are a few, aren't there? Aren't there?
Yes.
But most, Edgar, perish in trying. Believe me, you couldn't imagine the agonies.
Then perhaps it's time for me to imagine something else. If all of these nightmares come from my tales of terror, then perhaps it's time to write something new. A tale of redemption.
You are clever, my boy, but not quite clever enough. You have paper, but no pen. And ink? A pen, but no ink.
A pity. The man slashed his wrist!
I recognized it at once. Charleston. The letter. It led me to a fashionable part of the city, in the middle of which was a large mansion, which appeared worse for wear. I made my way to the door and brushed the cobwebs from the tartar-scratched knocker. I knocked, but no one answered. I noticed the windows which were open to the plaza and made my way inside. The room was dust-covered. I wondered if it was all a charade, another cruel trick.
Writing again, Edgar.
Nimrod.
Once upon a midnight dreary.
It doesn't say that.
But it does.
You've tricked me. Again.
Have I, or have you tricked yourself?
No. You're the trickster, aren't you? Why? Why? Why have you pursued me all this way? What is it you want? Is this revenge? That encaged you in verse and bound you in parchment? What is it you want? Freedom? Do you want your freedom? Then here! Do you want your freedom?
Here he is!
Where? Open the door! Edgar, we've been looking for you everywhere. Are you alright?
Or sent to the mouth of hell is begun. You'll not take me with you!
We must get below when the storm blows over.
This is no storm. This is the maelstrom, the gateway to hell itself.
No, Edgar, it's an old-fashioned northeaster. Get down from there.
Higher. I can see this swirling whirlpool below.
The man is mad.
No, I must find a way to escape. Annabelle, you said I only made a call for you.
What's he calling for?
I don't know. Annabelle, I'm calling for you. There, she's there.
He's gonna jump.
Oh my god! Don't do it, man.
No! Annabelle, the light. I see it. Annabelle, my Annabelle Lee.
It's just the moon breaking through the storm clouds.
I shall endow you again. Take my hand.
Edgar, no!
Hear the tolling of the bells, iron bells. What a world of solemn thought their melody compels. In the darkness of the night, how we shiver with affright at the melancholy menace of their tongues. With every sound that floats from the rust within their throats is a groan.
Drink, they say.
The shame.
Yes. I hear they found him in the gutter.
Talking out of his head, wondering how many years he was.
Where have you been?
No one knows.
5 days ago, he was on a ship going to New York.
They said he never arrived.
Where was he all that time?
No one knows.
It's missing.
How can I forget? Agnes?
Lotus. Poor wretch.
Did you know him?
Once.
Did you love him? Once.
I love him still.
Still?
We loved with a love that was more than love.
I am my Annabelle Lee.
Eddie?
Annabelle?
But I thought you...
Lost faith, yes. I doubted the power of my own soul. The voice of my own imagination. Never again. For neither the angels in heaven above, nor the demons under the sea, can ever dissever my soul of the beautiful Annabelle Lee.
Can this really be happening? Can this really be true?
We must make our own truth, remember?
But how?
I wrote a new ending.